My name's Christy Columbus. I'm the Vice President of Development for the Greater Cedar Rapids Community Foundation. We have been so pleased and honored to partner with Richard and Lynn and all of Kid Needs for 28 years now. It's been amazing. I love coming to this conference. I hate speaking directly after Lynn. It doesn't seem fair. She's so good at what she does. So there are a couple handouts in your packets today from the Community Foundation. And just to share a little bit about us, we're just up the road in Cedar Rapids. We have a staff of 20. There are over 900 community foundations across the United States. We are one of the largest in Iowa. We hold assets. As of the end of August, it was 245 million. So some of the assets we hold are gifts that come into us, and then we send them out as they should be directed to their various causes, like Kid Needs. Some of the gifts we receive, we hold on and they become part of our endowment, and we use those funds to spin off an annual distribution that can go out and help the communities in various ways. So nonprofits apply to us for grant funding when there's natural disasters like derechos and flooding. We hit our endowment fund very hard for those. So we have the distinct pleasure in our work and our honor to work with lots of wonderful nonprofits and causes, and Kid Needs is absolutely one of those. There's a handout in your folder that I'm not going to go through. If you are organizing fundraising events on behalf of Kid Needs, there's a multi-page handout that talks about kind of the do's and the don'ts regarding events. So, for example, if you conduct a raffle, if somebody buys a raffle ticket, that's not actually a charitable deduction. We can't, in the eyes of the IRS, give them a document for a charitable deduction. The money can go into the Kid Needs Fund and can be used for the purpose, but it's just not a charitable gift. So there's lots of details in that handout. Only applies if you're organizing an event or some kind of fundraising initiative on that front. There's also another handout that talks about the kind of gifts that we receive. So the most popular gifts that we receive are cash and check. So whether that's a check in the mail, online gift on our website. The second most popular is appreciated stock. So there's a great value in giving appreciated stock. You get to receive charitable gift credit for the full amount of the stock value, and then you don't have to pay any capital gains on the appreciation that you would normally have to otherwise if you were just selling the stock. So gifting stock is a really popular way to give. The other type of giving that's really skyrocketing, I would say, is, and this only applies if you've reached the age 70 and a half, 70.5. But if you are at that age and above, and if you have an IRA, many people in that age range make charitable gifts through their IRA. It's called an IRA charitable rollover. And for those folks who have to give through, they have to receive their annual distribution every year from their IRA, they can make a qualified charitable distribution of that money. And so they avoid bringing that in as income, and instead they direct their IRA administrator to send it on to a charity as a charitable gift. So that's a really popular way of giving. So if you have family members, grandparents, that sort of thing, that's something that's worth maybe mentioning if they have an IRA. So I just want to say thank you so much to Richard and Lynn. It is exciting to see so much progress that has been made, and clearly the passion and the leadership they have for this is amazing and has been the reason. And we've just been pleased to be a partner and play a small role and bring the money in and keep careful records and send the money out. So it's just been wonderful to be involved and kind of watch and cheer from the sidelines. I did leave business cards on the table, the registration table out front. So if you have a question related to fundraising, pick up a card, give me a call, shoot me an email. I would say with the gifts that come into us, the most important thing is that if it's a check in the memo or a note attached, or if it's online, to fill out the designation part. All it has to say is Kid Needs. That's all we need to know, and it will get to the appropriate fund. So just make sure just sending in an envelope of checks or having somebody in your family or your friend group send in a check to us, it's got to say kid needs. So that's the most important step that I would say. So I don't know if there's anything I forgot, but I will turn it over to the next. And thank you guys, and thank you all for having me today. So.